From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
And good morning, Mid-Michigan. We're waking up to temperatures into the 50s area-wide. We're having a little bit of a difficulty with our capital cam right now, but we're still seeing mostly cloudy skies across the rest of the area. Lansing 56 degrees in Grand Ledge, 62 in Hillsdale, 57 degrees down into Jackson. Satellite radar showing mostly cloudy skies as we head across the area with mainly cloudy skies and just the hit or miss shower here or there. Over the next 12 hours, we'll continue to see our temperatures into the 50s, 60s, and even into the 70s with mostly cloudy skies, maybe a stray shower, and maybe a few peaks of sunshine. All the full details coming up in just a little bit. 6 News This Morning continues right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News This Morning.
The legal battle heating up this morning over the president's deployment of the National Guard to LA. Good morning and happy Friday the 13th. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Megan Vaselli. 6 News is here for you now with this morning's top stories. Overnight, a federal judge sided with California, ordering the Trump administration to return control of the National Guard to Governor Gavin Newsom. But an appeals court halted that decision, allowing troops to stay in place at least for now. Meanwhile, as Jared Hill reports, a Democratic senator was physically removed from a press conference while trying to question the Secretary of Homeland Security.
In a late-night decision, an appeals court ruled 4,000 National Guard troops can stay on the streets of Los Angeles under President Donald Trump's control for now. The decision quickly reversing a federal judge's order to pull back the troops and hand control back to California's governor.
He is not a monarch. He is not a king.
I'm Senator Alex Padilla.
Hours earlier, a chaotic scene.
On your back.
Democratic California Senator Alex Padilla, in plain clothes, was forcibly removed from Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem's press conference.
If this is how the Department of Homeland Security responds to a senator with a question, you can only imagine what they're doing to farm workers, to cooks, to day laborers.
On X, Noem accused Padilla of creating a scene, adding that she and the senator later briefly met and exchanged numbers.
His approach, was something that I don't think was appropriate at all. But the conversation was great.
All of it a response to the anti-ICE protests sparked by immigration raids in LA, the movement spreading across the nation. Last night in Newark, New Jersey, demonstrations outside an immigration detention center alleging poor conditions.
They're not getting good food, it's really dirty, and they don't always have access to visitation.
Amid the crackdown, yesterday President Trump signaled he may make an exception on immigration enforcement for farm workers. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Developing now an intense escalation this morning in the Middle East. Overnight, Israel launched what it says were preemptive airstrikes targeting Iran. Damage and debris now litter the streets of Iran's capital city. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says this preemptive attack focused on Iranian nuclear facilities. International watchdogs say in recent years, Iran has boosted its stockpiles of highly enriched uranium, which the country says is for civilian use, like nuclear energy. However, the Israeli military claims Iran is secretly building a nuclear weapons program.
The Iranian regime has called for the destruction of the State of Israel, planning and advancing concrete military plans to do so.
In response to the overnight airstrikes, Iran launched more than 100 drones that are expected to reach Israel soon. But the military confirmed it was already targeting approaching drones outside of Israeli airspace. Meanwhile, Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the U.S. was not involved in Israel's airstrikes and warned Iran to not target American interests or personnel. U.S. Senator Gary Peters announces he secured a commitment from key U.S. Army Corps of Engineers officials to prioritize the ongoing Sulaks construction project. Senator Peters continues to emphasize the importance of this project, saying it's critical for economic and national security. He says a 6-month unscheduled outage at the Sioux would result in an estimated 11 million lost jobs and a $1.1 trillion hit to the U.S. economy. Staying up north, the investigation continues at Lake Superior's Isle Royale National Park after 2 campers were found dead over the weekend. Investigators now say they've identified these campers. They say they notified their families but did not release to the public the campers' names, ages, or where they're from. The call came in Sunday afternoon about 2 people found dead at a campground near the Greenstone Ridge Trail. Park rangers hiked 11 miles overnight to get to the campground, finding the pair early Monday morning. The FBI has since confirmed it's assisting with this investigation. Stay with 6 News for updates. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel now warning Facebook and WhatsApp users that fake investment schemes are on the rise. AG Nessel and a group of 41 attorneys general sent a letter to Meta this week calling on the tech company to crack down on these pump and dump schemes. The scam involves fake ads using the names and photos of trusted investors to lure victims into fake WhatsApp groups. The scammers hype up penny stocks and then cash out, leaving victims with massive financial losses. AG Nessel reminds you to do your research before investing and be careful of pitches on social media.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we're still seeing those quiet conditions downtown Lansing, and we're going to continue to see mostly cloudy skies in the forecast. This morning, I needed a sweatshirt to go into work. This morning it was a little bit crisp, a little bit chilly, and we're going to continue to see cooler temperatures in the forecast for today. That's all thanks to our dew points. Yesterday they were a lot warmer. Today they are a lot drier and into the 40s. Overall, right now we're into the 50s, 56 degrees in Lansing, 55 in Charlotte and Mason, 57 in Jackson, and 61 degrees down into Hillsdale. Satellite radar remaining mostly cloudy across the area. There may be a few breaks of sunshine between Jackson and Hillsdale, as well as a little bit of a rain shower to the west of the Jackson area. For today, I think we're going to continue to see mostly cloudy skies and temperatures back into the 70s, but we do have the chance for a pop-up shower as we head into the afternoon. So I think Gibson and Abby have the right idea for today. We're going to continue to see mostly cloudy skies and temperatures into the 70s. So I think it's going to be a good day to stay inside, maybe watch some TV, and just maybe get some spring cleaning done. And eventually we'll see those temperatures warm back up into the 70s and 80s for this weekend.
Thank you, Kelsey. Coming up in our What's on the Web segment, time is running out for lawmakers to pass the state budget, and school funding seems to be a major topic.